Fit 10 Nation, it is day 62 of the Fit 10 Challenge, and I am just really sorry that the challenge is ending on this note. However, this is still not a time for you to give up, right? There's still a lot you can do. We're still running classes, that hasn't stopped. And there's a lot of stuff you can do at home. And I'll get to the classes in a second because we're going to be doing something else here in the near future. But some things that you can do at home that are just off the top of my head here. Squats, your ab routine, potentially some pull-ups. If you have a pull-up bar at home, I know some of you do. Or you can put any kind of stick between two chairs and do an assisted pull-up. Okay, if you can do that, then you can do a wide arm pull-up as well, a sternum type row. We've done these before where you're hanging from the bar and pulling to here with the elbows back in this position. It's like a reverse bench press. In addition to the pull-ups, right? The assisted pull-ups. You can do hip thrusts, you can do close grip push-ups, you can do lunges. You can do hip extensions, you can do partner-assisted leg curls. I'd have to show you that one. There's a lot that you can do in your program still at home effectively, okay? With your squats, you can add some weight if you have some weights at home or anything that weighs something, right? Something that's got, whether they're milk jugs or maybe your child or something, right? There are a lot of things you can do. You have to get resourceful in times of, in times like this, okay? You got to get resourceful if you don't want to come to the gym, because we still are giving the gym option to you. Now, that being said, it looks like we are going to be starting some classes outside. So for those of you who are scared to be inside, you want to create that, this social distancing that, we've been told we're supposed to do. We're going to do that outside. We can create some space, probably easily 15 or 20 feet between people. So we would basically just do this across the field from the gym. Sorry, across the street from the gym in that field, and we can do some very effective classes. So they would pretty much be the same. Okay. Cardio, you can do your cardio. There's no reason why you can't do your cardio. You just have to go outside and do it. Okay. Even if you can't run, then go and power walk. Okay. And I know a lot of you have like stationary bikes at home, etc., or a set of stairs. Walking up and down your stairs, as monotonous and boring as it may be, it's really no different than just sitting on a bike, right? Or a stair climber or whatever, or a treadmill going up and down your stairs at home, really the same thing. Arguably, a little bit more entertaining, okay, for what it's worth. Okay. Being that we are in the state that we're in, I want to show you some of the stuff I take on a regular basis. I don't take this stuff just for immunity, but I will show you everything that I do take for several reasons. I'm just going to show you the ones that I take that will affect your immunity. So I'm going to start off with probably one of the best ones here, and this is fermented glutamine, which, by the way, I do sell. So the fermented basically just allows it to be that much more bioavailable, and less of it gets eaten up by the gut when it's getting basically absorbed into your bloodstream. This is really, 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 really important for immunity. I'm only taking about 10 grams a day, but now I've upped it to about 25 to 30. And so this is really, really important for lymphocyte production and cytokine production. So cytokines basically help to mediate and regulate your immune system, and of course lymphocytes are, they're white blood cells, right? So glutamine is essential to the production of these white blood cells. It's an essential ingredient. It's like the major ingredient for white blood cells. So something that you may want to consider taking. It's not that expensive. This is, what do I sell this for? This is 500 grams, and I sell this for, I believe, $40. I think $40? I think so, yeah. So that's one thing. Another thing I really take this next one for inflammation, but it's just turmeric, right? Now the thing that we want to get here is the curcumin out of this, and that's going to be really good for the immune system as well. I take 2 teaspoons per day. I just put it in my mouth and swish back water. I take 1 Magnum Primer. This is a very bioavailable and potent multivitamin mineral. There's also a it's like a plant extract mixture in here, so like a greens formula in here as well. I do carry this as well. I also take vitamin D. Okay, vitamin D, a lot of us, I'd probably venture to say most of us, if not all of us, are deficient in vitamin D. Another super important supplement to take for your immune system. Apparently it's very anti-cancer. It helps regulate genes to do with cancer, over 200 genes to do with cancer apparently. Vitamin E, and of course good old vitamin C. Okay, I don't take that much of this. I only take 2 of these per day. I only take 1 of these per day, but there's another one in here. I take 4 of these per day. I'm taking 5 scoops of this per day. And again, I take 2 teaspoons of turmeric. So, that's that. Now there's some other stuff I do, you know, like my lime juice concoction, probably just the lime. No, definitely the lime juice has a lot of antioxidants, etc. So those are good as well. That I do in the morning, but I don't do it for the immunity aspect of it. And I wouldn't say it probably contributes that much. Certainly not like glutamine or vitamin D. All right, the hip extension, that hip thrust thing that we do in class, I did put a video up about this today demonstrating it, so I put this up on my social media. So maybe what I'll do is put the link into Slack so you can see that, just as a good reminder. Because again, it's one exercise you can do at home. You don't need any equipment for that. And that's about it, guys. We're at 7.5 minutes here, so I'm gonna get to the message of the day. This is a little bit different, but you know, I really got to say, you know, ultimately, we know deeply that on the other side of every fear is a freedom, and nothing speaks to that more than now. I mean, I'm already getting stir crazy, and I'm still going to work and stuff, but yeah. So, you know, I want to encourage everybody to make sure you get outside on a daily basis. Make sure you walk. I know a lot of you are at home. And get your workouts in. There's no excuse. You really have, in fact, if there's any time not to have an excuse, it's probably now, because chances are you have less to do right now than ever, okay? So get your workouts in. If they're on YouTube, you just have to go in, follow them through. Martina demonstrates everything. We put a screenshot up there of the exercises, then we go through them. So there's no reason why you can't do that. We'll have classes outside. We are still running regular classes, but I understand a lot of you want to be as responsible as possible and not come out. So I do understand that. And that is that. All right. So you got to submit and commit to the very end. You got to go to the very end and finish this challenge. All right. We keep the positive energy, positive vibes. As always, believe in yourself, and every day give your gratitude. We will get past this. This will end. It's just going to take some time. All right. Day 62, 8 days to go. Let's not lose sight. Let's not lose focus. Let's go. Make some awesome progress these next 8 to 10 days. All right, guys? We'll talk to you all very soon.